touchdown interception ratio. He threw for 3,500 yards. He played all 17 games. They fired his play caller 9 games into his professional career.
Another way to look at it, he got his play caller fired.
Sure. And then a franchise that in the history of their organization, they've been around a while, had never fired a coach in season, was like, this is so much of a disaster, we have to get rid of this guy right now. They've upgraded their offensive line. We all agree that probably Ben Johnson, better play caller than Shane Waldron.
Yes.
Safe
Sure.
to say. We all agree better head coach most likely than Matt Eberflus, even though we've never seen him do it.
Yes.
So if they upgraded at coach, play caller, and offensive line, and his baseline was a 3.5 to 1 touchdown interception ratio, playing 17 games and 3,500 yards, why would he not be better this year than last year?
That's a lot of goobly gook.
I don't understand why. He was good.
That's
He was not great.
the standard for him to be better than he was last year. He could be better than he was last year and us still be like, we're not sure he's the franchise quarterback. I'm not saying they should be worried. I say concerned. Like just
Not worried, but concerned?
Yeah, not worried where you're like, he's not the guy. This is not the guy. We're looking at Arch Manning.
Where is your house on fire? That's like, why is that smoking?
Yeah, it's like.
All right, go
okay,
ahead.
About that. I'm like,
Look, and Case Keenum said this is like one of the most complex playbooks he's ever seen. But I think the reason he didn't play in week 1 of the preseason was that he wasn't ready. And they didn't want to throw him out there and have him look bad. I just think he's being asked to play a way he has never played. High school, Pop Warner, college, obviously. Like, he is being asked to play on time.
Yeah.
And I think in the NFL, and that's why you see so many guys that are great in college that don't pop in the NFL, guys that weren't great in college become great in the NFL, because I think they ask you to do like what's successful in the NFL is playing on schedule. If you have the off-schedule stuff,
You
that
have
can
to be
take
able
you
to
to
do
the
that,
next level.
and then the off-schedule stuff has to be your second pitch.
Yes.
You have to be able to do.
That's his fastball right now. And look, I'm
and
not
that's why I
writing
think
him off.
Ben Johnson's
I'm just saying I'd
trying
be a little
to drill
concerned.
out of him. Like, I think what you're talking about is why they're taking this approach. I think he is trying to break Caleb down to build him back up with the belief that inherent natural wizardry stuff is not going to go away.
Well, they've said, the reports are that in 2-minute drills and unscripted stuff at practice that he's been balling out.
Right.
Yeah,
So there have been positive reports out of this training.
why is Ben Johnson making it so complicated?
Well, the plan apparently is to put it all in, see what he can handle, and then dial it back and simplify it as they get closer to the regular
Keenan said
season.
he's overloaded it since the way he started off with the Lions.
Right.
It just seems
Well, can I ask you?
Ben Johnson focused centric rather than Caleb centric.
All right, so I know
maybe I'm
you
wrong.
hated Ben Johnson's quote about the tush push, and that there's never been someone's opinion of someone else change more by one quote, more so than, I suppose, if a couple at an altar and they said, I don't. Like, I assume that flips it. Then your opinion of Ben Johnson.
Get in my craw.
Right. But in Ben Johnson's defense, I think we all think the Lions have a really good team. You know, offensively, a really good team. I don't think we all think they have the best team in the NFL. And yet, over the last 3 years when Ben Johnson was there, they led the league in points. They were top 3 in every major offensive category. Jared Goff, I think, over the last 3 years, has more touchdown passes than any player in football. So if you are Ben Johnson, I think you probably justifiably believe whatever I am given, I am going to get the top 1% outcome of offensively, because that's what he did in Detroit.
I know, but he
go.
did have a number 1 pick in Detroit too.
Yes, but
it's not like he's like,
no. A number 1 pick whose team had given up on and who was a shell of himself.
Post Super Bowl, they gave up on him. I get it.
Yeah,
but it's not like it's like a Brock Purdy type.
No. But he has a number 1. He has a number 1 pick here. But Wilds. But he has a number 1 pick here that he chose.
But
So
don't they play completely different
No, I know
ways?
they play different styles, but he chose. He didn't choose Jared Goff. Ben Johnson did. You know what I mean? He chose. He could have coached Justin Herbert, Danny's guy. He could have coached Washington. Maybe he should have. You know what I mean? He didn't know they were going to have Jaden, whatever it is. So he chose Caleb And even though I agree with you, he seems smug. I think he's a smart football guy, and I don't think what he's doing is stupid. It might be a little me-focused, but I don't think it's dumb.
Bears, Bills, Sunday on Fox preseason. He's going to play.
Yeah, he's playing.
The moment I loved our Subaru Outback